Hello and welcome to Minecraft. This video we're checking out all the new stuff in the latest snapshot, but we're here in Bedrock Edition first, so we're here in Bedrock and there's a brand new cape added to Bedrock Edition, so we're going to click the cape right here. Bam, there you go. Brand new cape. Just log straight into Bedrock and you get this cape for free. It's available for a whole year, so now's the chance to get it, which is pretty cool. And also another really cool thing is, once you get the cape, you can then get it in Java Edition as well from Bedrock Edition, so that's really cool. Try to get everyone to log into Bedrock. It's a pretty awesome cape. I have all my event stuff on right now, which is pretty cool. And there's also another Bedrock change we're going to check out right now as well. So now we're in the Bedrock World Create screen, so we can now turn on Flat World. And they now have the ability to add in different presets to a flat world. So you can have this one, and it changes down here the different materials. Like you have 59 layers of stone, 1 layer of snow blocks, bottomless pit, there's no bedrock on this one. And yeah, so there's all sorts of different, world types you can do for super flat, which is pretty cool. And this is really fun. Redstone ready, the sandstone, very cool. Classic super flat, obviously, that you already had. That's really cool, they've added that. And hopefully, just fingers crossed, they start adding in new presets, because I always love these presets and stuff, and I hope they re-add. Because remember, a long time ago, they used to have world generation ability to change. You could always increase the number of spawners in a world. I would always do that on my Minecraft worlds in the past, because I could never find spawners, and all the YouTubers always seem to find spawners all the time. So I would always up the number of spawners that could spawn in a world. That was pretty much the only thing I changed. I remember also I upped the number of diamonds and coal one time. That was really fun. There was just so many diamonds per vein. It was crazy. But that's a really cool thing that you can change. So look at that, 230 stone. That's crazy preset, Crazy. But it's really cool to see this customization adding, and it's also more parity between Bedrock and Java Edition. Now we'll jump into Java and see the other changes added in the snapshot. Now we're in Java Edition in Snapshot 25W19A. So here we are in Java, and you may have already seen the first change, where they've changed the way the fog is now in Minecraft. So the fog used to be for the unloaded chunks, but now you can also see the more distant it is, the more foggy it is. You can see how the trees look here. You can see very clearly. The trees are more this color, and then as they get over there, you can see they're a completely different color. I've seen a lot of people say it looks like the old legacy versions of Minecraft, on the older Xbox and those kind of console editions, the older ones. It looks like that, and they also changed the way it looks in the rain as well. So if you slash weather rain, you'll see it gets really foggy. So we're gonna have the rain come in. It might be a little bit tricky to see on YouTube, but you can see how really foggy it is. Wow. Very, very foggy. And yeah, it's not just rain now, it's actually a fog, which is pretty interesting. Very, very interesting, very cool. We'll make it clear now though. Weather clear, bam, there we go. It'll clear up, very cool. But yeah, it's very interesting. If we look at that mountain over there real quick. You can see you see that, how it did that? That's what it normally would do. But you also see how it's faded as you I'll move away. Very cool. And also, it's in a sphere as well. So this ground here, even though it's close to us, if we were to fly up, you'd start to see it change. So you see the ground right below us. It'll start to get more foggy as we go away from it. Very cool. And it makes Minecraft look a little bit more realistic. It's sort of how it works in real life. So you can see it's getting a bit foggy there. Bam. Very cool. I'm going to just fly all the way up here and see that. Honestly, hopefully it helps the rendering engine. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see that as, a good change. Anything that helps the rendering engine will be really, really good. And what I would really love to see, okay, we're going to, jump down now, it'll be really fun. What I really want to see is a toggle for it, a slider. And, please add the slider to the nether. Because, the nether's fog is ridiculous. It's, you cannot see, over there. That mountain over there, you can't see that nether. The fog would, go to, here, I feel in the nether. And it's too far. I feel if there was a way to change the way the fog is in the nether, that'd be great. It'd be really cool. But it's not changed the nether this snapshot, so hopefully they listen to the feedback and then change it up. So there's only 2 more changes, which are it's I say 2 more changes, but the whole video, which is the the article where they like tell you what's in the snapshot is linked down below, so you can check that out if you want to see the full article. They like all the all of the changes are like, you know, multiple things that I have to like dissect what they're talking about, you know, and they're like, oh, you know, all this sort of stuff about the way arrows work now. But anyway, the first change is things will now remember their like owner. So if you were to like light TNT, you're like the person who lit the TNT. So now it will remember that. So if you do that, and if I were to like log out, it would have forgotten I lit the TNT. Because when you light TNT as a player, like when you kill mobs with the TNT, the mobs will then drop XP because you lit the TNT. But if you dropped it out of a dispenser or like by redstone, it wouldn't count as you lighting the TNT. So then it wouldn't like drop the experience or whatever kind of thing like, you know, it would do. Same thing for like Vex and stuff. So like when they would spawn Vex, they wouldn't remember they were like the Vex of the Evoker guy. So they now remember that. So now if I were to relog, this would remember it's my TNT and then blow up. Very cool. Keep blowing it up. And this is good as well, because like if you have a skeleton shoot a TNT and then blow up, and that TNT will blow up from a flaming arrow, then it would like, and it would hit a creeper. Then the creeper that would like die from the TNT explosion would drop music discs, and that's a really good like music disc farm. If you've seen that farm before, where you can like have a skeleton blow up one piece of TNT, and then it'll like destroy like a whole bunch of skeletons, and they'll all drop music discs. And if you were to relog, then that wouldn't happen. So it's a pretty good change, you know. Like if the server like would shut down, that's really good. We keep dropping TNT, it's really fun. And yeah, and it's also good like for, like I said with the Vex, you know. If they add a new mob that like spawns at other mobs, or you can spawn in mobs, you know, you'll now remember that, which is pretty good. But the big change for this snapshot, besides the huge like, you know, fog effect, yeah, a lot of people really like it. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's like, I don't really like feel like thing. It does sort of look like the Legacy Console editions, which is pretty nice. I hope they like do add that slider though. But the main like sort of thing for this snapshot is the new like projectiles. So it affects all projectiles. That's why I have them all in my inventory. So we have like the trident, the snowballs, the potions, wind charges, ender pearl, and also arrows from a bow and a crossbow. Bam. So the way it works is now, and it's all written on the like the article, as I said earlier, a little bit funny. So I'll just explain it to you simply. If you are now 6 blocks away from a target, it can be any target, not just a target block, like an animal or whatever you want to shoot, the arrow will now be more accurate. So if we fire the arrow, we not move. I think I'm moving my mouse as I press down though. I'm going to try not to move my mouse. Like, I keep moving my mouse, but if I were to like aim at the same spot and keep firing, the arrow should land in the exact same spot. So it says on the article that it's about tick speed, and like when the first like few ticks, you know, it will no longer have any like margin. Okay, there we go. Here we go. See that? Look at that. I keep like moving my mouse as I like flick it, so it's hard. Let me pick all them up again. But yeah, so if you're within 6 blocks, it shouldn't have any margin. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. I was able to do it now. I'm not moving my mouse. Very cool. You can see right there, it's all clumped up on the dot. But if you go 7 or more, it then starts to have the margins. So if I line up to the center, ready, and then stay still, you'll start to see it has a margin for error. If I go around, I've tried not to like move my arrow. I am moving it myself because like it's hard to keep your like mouse from like flying everywhere. But yeah, if you look at that now, see how it's like clumping in like different clumps. So it will like have a little bit of a margin for error. So they have that in like shooter games as well. If anyone plays like Fortnite or any of those other kind of games, you have like bullets like spread. So something like being super accurate. So the further away you get, like if you were to go really far away, this change literally doesn't change anything from far away shooting. You'll still have a little bit of like variance as you shoot. So at that far distance, you'll be shooting like pretty wildly around a sort of point. So that stops you like being super accurate, you know. Like if you were to stand here and fire from the same spot, we will never hit like the exact same spot. We'll sort of hit like the sort of like range, you know. So yeah, but now within those 6 blocks, we'll have complete accuracy. So from 6 blocks away, you can hit perfectly every time. Like if I were to like shoot from the same spot, as I said, have that same exact accuracy, which is pretty good. And you know, it works for all of the different blocks. So you have the Ender Pearl, you have the Wind Charge, and all of those as well are all affected. Bam. And I don't believe it affects the dispenser. Look, yeah, dispensers are pretty random. Yeah, look at that. Because you can throw blocks in there as well. Oh no, no, no! Good up. Oh, you can shit. Yo, I didn't realize you could do that. You can wind charge like lit TNT. That's crazy. Learn something new every day in Minecraft. I might like have to do a short on that. That's crazy. Very cool. But I go nighttime as well. That's pretty much it for the changes for the snapshot. I don't think there's like too much else to say. It's a little bit of a buff to like short range shooting. Makes it more accurate. And then it's obviously the same accuracy the further away you get as before. Wow, did I hit that like bullseye first try? Yo, I hit that bullseye from like here. That's crazy, especially with the inaccuracy of that. That's pretty crazy. There's the thing going there, and you can see the moon rising. That's pretty much it for the snapshot. Like a pretty small one in terms of like stuff, you know, but all pretty good under the hood changes. Also, a whole list of like bugs have been fixed as well, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to look at the website right now to see if there's anything else no, there's nothing else. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Get that free cape. It's available for a year. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all, and goodbye.